Hello everyone, welcome back to UK Shaolin's channel. And this is simple Tai Chi, okay? One, first push. So today we're going to carry on our Tai Chi tutorial, and today's tutorial is about how to push forwards, push your hands forwards, yeah? Push forwards. So after today, then just give you some ideas. You know, whenever you do the foundation or forms, you know how to how to get your movement more smooth. Okay, this is towards your forms, of course. Okay, so anyway, as always, let me demonstrate the movement first, and then we will do it step by step. First things first, let me demonstrate the movements. Okay, before I do it, as always, just make sure you guys have done some warming up, okay? So do warming up, do stretch before following this tutorial. All right, let's start, okay? I'm gonna literally from the very beginning positioning. I hope you guys have done this movement already. I'm gonna raise my hands forward. This is my starting position. Then, don't worry if you can't see my hands. I'm going to demonstrate on the other side in a minute. One, two, and you to keep repeating like that. Okay, now I'm going to demonstrate it this way. Exactly the same. From here, sink. Raise up and then sink. Keep your back upright. Level up to your shoulder. First push. Second push. So on and so forth. Okay? So this is pushing forward, yeah? Pushing forward. Okay, really easy, okay? Or we call it 推掌, okay? In Tai Chi, 推掌, all right? As you can see, the movement is really simple, okay? So let's talking about the technique straight away. Okay, so the technique, the preparation, I don't want to go through over again because we already done previous video. So if you don't know how to do the preparation, you know, the starting position and how to raising hands up, how to sinking, so go back to our Tai Chi tutorials to have a look at that. So assuming you guys already know that, I'm going to do the movement straight away. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate, okay. Let me demonstrate it this way, okay? Talking through with the movements, then we're going to practice together, yeah? So I got it literally from the sinking position, yeah? So I'm sinking already. So now from here, okay, so my right hand is gonna go back straight away, okay? Gonna go back, past my body, all the way drawn back. And when my hands are raising together, level to my shoulder, okay? So from the camera angle, you might see my shoulder a little bit lower to high. Okay, so make sure when you go back, almost raise level to shoulder. Turn your hands together. Okay. Right now, I'm gonna draw my elbow, my right hand. Yeah, I drop my elbow, bring your right hand back like here. From here, then I'm gonna use my hands from this position, from my left shoulder position, pushing forwards. As I about to reach my hands, I turn my left one. That's the first push. Then you just repeat, turning again, turn your hands together, drop my left elbow, and then push forward. Okay, so on and so forth. Okay, so the movements in here, okay, so just one couple of things for everyone to pay attention. So when you go, so make sure your hands, yeah, so after you drop, right, so your right hand, as your right hand go, You can't go any more further, just make sure go back, and then your hands raising up together. Level to your shoulder, then turning your hands together. See, after I drop here, look. Going back, raise, turn. When you go in next movement, drop your elbow, as I mentioned earlier. Drop your elbow, don't push it like that directly, yeah? So drop your elbow, bring your hand back in, then push. Okay, so that's the movements. How you pushing? Look at my hands, yeah? So I'm pushing, so like, let's say if I'm pushing towards you guys, yeah? So look at my hands here, near my shoulder. So from here, I push, yeah? So you can feel your internal energy, like push. So soon you passing your left, then your left one just turn naturally, going down and then back. Yeah, going down and then back, and turn again. So in the motion is from here, so basically your energy from inside, you internally gonna push your hands from here, like push. Okay, and the second, as I'm pushing my hip and shoulder, forward motion. Yeah, so you see like 1, 2, 3, push. Okay, now how far away? Okay, so don't go completely straight. Remember your arm, don't go completely straight, especially in Tai Chi, yeah? So you drop your hands, your arms tiny bit bending, okay? Don't bend too much, of course, and this is not pushy enough, okay? Just about, that's my elbow bending, how much I'm bending, okay? So make sure don't go completely straight, that's all, okay? So that you push forward. Right, the movement itself is really simple, okay? So now I'm gonna talk about the breath techniques, how when you breathe in and out, okay? So as I mentioned earlier, okay, so your hand here, as you're going back, look, like this. Okay, I'm gonna make like a sound, just to make sure you guys know when to breathe in and out, okay? So I'm gonna from here, look, when I go in, so on and so forth. Okay, so the basic breathing in and out, just a quick reminder, I hope you guys know how to breathe in and out already, because that's also in our Qigong video as well, okay? So generally, you nose in, mouth out, okay? So, or you can mouth in, mouth out if you got, let's say if you got back cold or whatever, you cannot breathe in through your nose, yeah? You can breathe in through your mouth. But, okay, usually it's nose in, mouth out. Right. As you guys can see this movement, right? When you're going like, when you inhale, you pause as you're turning, then you drop your elbow. This is still pausing. You're about to pushing out from this position, you go out. Slowly, make sure go slow, okay? Then from this position, then you're gonna inhale again. Pause. Then as you're raising up, inhale. Then pause. Then exhale, slowly, so on and so forth. Okay? So your inhale, exhale need to match. Yeah, so you need to match with your movements. Okay, so don't go too fast. You don't want to go like, now you're going to tire out really fast. Okay, also it's not very good for your lungs either. Yeah, so just like slowly in, slowly out to match with your movements, and practice this movement in the moment. Yes, stay within the moment. Okay, right. So that's basically how you do this movement. Really simple. Yeah. So just make sure you, whenever you push here, use your hip and shoulder as well, not just your arms. Okay, oh, sorry. Finally, gonna talk about your expression, all right? So that's the last bit. Then we can practice together. So your expression, yeah, so when your hands like that from your starting position, you're gonna, as your right hand is going back, okay, I'm gonna start with my right hand is going back, then you're gonna follow your right, raise, drop, then I'm gonna follow my right. Then my left one, just go back, raising up, and then I'm gonna follow my left, and so on and so forth. Yeah, so basically, your expression is like follow wherever the hands is leading. Yes, for your right hand leading, for your right. When your left hand leading, for your left. Okay? So that's the techniques and movements. Let's do it together. Okay, let's practice together. Okay. Let's practice together. I'm gonna from standing position. Okay. Follow along, guys. Sink. Then we 舒适 left hands, close, open, sink. So I hope you guys know how to do the 收拾 as well. Of course you do, okay? So if you don't know how to do any of these movements, and we have specific tutorial for that movements, okay? So that's from front side. Okay, now let's practice from the back side. We do exactly the same. Yeah, I'm gonna do it, from the side as well, okay? So hopefully you guys are ready. Yeah? Just make sure to follow along. Okay, go. 收势。Okay, so that's pretty much how you pushing hand forward. Really easy, right? Right, so hope you guys got some ideas on how to do these simple movements. Now we're gonna talking about the common mistake for this movement next. Okay, so the common mistakes are like when your hands, your timing is not quite correct. Okay, this is a really common one. Okay, so the timing, for example, you go like, okay, so your hands and your breathing techniques is not matching. Okay, so make sure your breathing techniques and your movement need to be synchronized together. Okay, otherwise it's gonna feel weird. The second thing is when you're pushing, I mentioned earlier already, so you make sure you need to turn your hip. Okay, for example, like I go, common mistake that you only arms, not hip. Okay, so make sure you're pushing. Whenever you're going back, you're turning your hip and your shoulder forwards. Okay. Another one is common mistake, your hands pushing too high or not too low. So just level to your shoulder, that's all. Okay, don't need to go too high or too low. Yeah, just level up with your shoulder. The next common mistake is your hands position. When you're pushing forwards, probably from the camera angle you can't see my hands. Make sure this area, the palm area, so pushing outwards, forwards. Okay, so same as this way, you're pushing forwards. And again, we mentioned earlier, don't push your arm completely straight, tiny bit bending. That's all you need to do. Yeah. So by improving, how to improve your flowing, the smoothness, this movement, then as I mentioned earlier, you need to synchronize everything together. So basically do it slowly. You don't need to go too fast. Okay, so you go like whenever you need to breathe in, you breathe in. Whenever you need to breathe out, you need to breathe out. Okay, so don't do it opposite. If you do it opposite, then you messed up the movements. Make sure to practice slow. You don't need to go fast. You don't need to do it like 100 miles an hour in your head. Okay, we're having a talk about how be in the moment. So maybe you guys, when you guys got free time, have a look at it. Every moment, every day we're disrupting by tens of thousands of things in our life. So how to be in the moment, things like that. But if you practice Tai Chi, it's all about being in the moment. Okay, practice and you under the environment. Okay, you under the location. Just make sure practice it. Okay, slowing down. That's all. Okay, so that's the movements for pushing hands forward. Okay, so I hope you guys practice this movement at home. And if you got any questions, yes, as always, leave in a comment. Okay, that's it for today, guys. I hope you guys find the video useful. As always, give us a thumb up if you find it useful. If you got any questions, leave in a comment, and I will see you guys in next tutorial. Thank you.